Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back, and if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom of your screen. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's kind of a vlog style, but I wanted to share with you my experience dashing or door dashing. One of my friends actually told me about it. Well, I knew about it, but I didn't know that it was in this area yet, the Virginia Beach area. And she told me that she signed up and I should sign up as well. And I thought, you know, why not? I have a lot of time. My career job, I normally get off around 2 o'clock, and then I'm just not doing anything for the rest of the day. And of course I work from home, so I'm like in the house almost 24/7, because as soon as I log off, I go downstairs, make some dinner, sit on the couch, watch some TV, or I'm in my room just chilling, watching TV. So I'm like, you know what, it would be a good opportunity to get out the house, make some extra money, and yeah, that's basically why I decided to go ahead and sign up. I'm actually kind of glad that I did. DoorDash is a third-party delivery service. So you, the customer will order something and you just go pick it up, and then you take it to the customer's either work or their home. Super easy. There's nothing really extravagant to it. And because you're like driving in your car, it really doesn't seem like you're working. The time really does just fly by. So when you initially sign up, they do a background check, which honestly took like 30 minutes for mine to come back. I think they're just looking for your driving record, because that's really all the things that came up on my background check. And that day they sent my packet to me. I signed up on a Friday. I got my packet on a Monday. Once you get your packet, my packet actually came with a DoorDash delivery bag, and it came with this Delight card right here. And when you receive your Delight card, you go ahead and you register it, and then you're ready to pick up shifts and you're ready to go. So when I first started, I didn't know whether you can just like start dashing at any time or if you had to schedule shifts. But I noticed that in my area, you actually have to schedule shifts prior to being able to work most of the time. There are some cases where you can just get on the app and it says dash now. Like at this time right now, there's some available to dash now. But that over here in Virginia Beach or Norfolk or Hampton, Suffolk, Chesapeake area, that is very, very rare. So I end up having to schedule my shifts every morning or every night. This is how I schedule it. I log onto the actual app, and there should be something right here. I log onto the app, I hit the schedule button, and then I go over to the day that I want to schedule. And then it'll give you time frames for which you want to actually schedule your shift. So between 6 a.m. and 12 a.m. So you can click on that and then choose the time for which you want to schedule your DoorDash. If you need to adjust your schedule, you would do it the same way. You just go in, go to the schedule button, and then just adjust your time using the round little adjuster. And this is using if you have an iPhone, and I have an iPhone, so it might be a little bit different if you have an Android phone. Okay, so for instance, I picked up an extra 30-minute shift today so that I can hopefully show you what a dash is like after I tell you about the whole process. I have a shift. Today is Sunday. I have a shift between 12:30 and 1, and I picked up another one from 3 to 7:30. On certain days, DoorDash will have like bonuses for whichever area you could be working. So like for instance, this weekend, January 25th through the 27th, there are different types of bonuses that you could get if you work. For instance, today is Sunday. If you work lunch in Williamsburg, you can get an extra $1 per delivery, but you have to accept 80% of your deliveries, and that kind of like forces you to kind of take all of the deliveries, because you never know how many deliveries you're going to get. So you don't know if you're going to get 5, you don't know if you're going to get 10. So it kind of coaches you to go ahead and take all deliveries so that you don't miss out on your bonus. And you actually make pretty good money with the tips and bonuses. So Yeah, I normally go ahead and accept all of the requests. So there are three types of dashes that I've experienced so far. So there is the first one where the customer orders their food. You go to the restaurant and you pick it up and then you deliver it to the actual customer. The second order is where they order the food and you have to go and pick it up, but you have to pay for their order with your Delight card. And then you just take it to the member. And then there's the third order where the member, I guess, communicates with DoorDash on what items they want, and you go to the establishment, you actually place the order, and then you also pay for the order with your Delight card. I've heard that if you go to pay for their order and it is like $5 off from the price they give you for the estimated price that they have in the DoorDash app, that you have to call customer service and they have to approve it for you before the card will go through. I personally have not experienced that as of yet, and probably because I'm seeing it on video today, it's going to happen to me pretty soon. But hopefully it doesn't happen and I don't have to waste extra time calling customer service to get the order approved. Okay, so when an order comes in, you have, I believe, 90 seconds to either accept the order or to decline it. Then the app gives you an estimated time that you're supposed to pick up the order. So you have a drive time to get to the actual restaurant, and then you have a amount of time that you have to pick up the food and then take it to the actual customer. And that can give you your on time or early rating. So you have ratings within the app, and you have a customer rating, you have an acceptance rate, you have a completion rate, and then you have an on time or early rate. And these all supposedly help you get more orders. So the better your ratings are, the more orders the app will give you. Scheduling. DoorDash allows you to schedule a week ahead. So today is Sunday the 27th. I don't know if you can see that right there. This morning, the February 2nd became available. So this morning I was able to request a scheduled time. And that's how it works. So on Monday the 28th, I'll be able to request a schedule or get my schedule, if I make it before everybody else takes it, for Sunday, February 3rd, if that makes sense. So really you have to log on every day to get a scheduled time. I would say as soon as your area releases the shift, you should be on the app like right then, because the schedules really do go fast. So whatever area that you're in, you need to find out what time the schedule comes out and then be on the app like 5 minutes prior to that, so you're able to snatch up the time slot that you want to deliver for. What else? Okay, so 30 minutes prior to your shift, you will get a text message stating that, hey Ashley, you're scheduled to start dashing in 30 minutes. And they let you know, like, girl, you need to be on time on the road. I believe they hold your space for like 30 minutes before they erase it. So if you're not on the road, if you're not logged in within 30 minutes, they delete it and they put it back on the app for someone else to pick up. So the good thing about DoorDash is that you can set up your own schedule. You can not show up if you want to. You can release your schedule back into the app for someone else to pick up. It's not mandatory that you be on the job all the time. But it is common courtesy that if you know you're not going to be able to work, release the shift prior to your shift so somebody else can pick it up, because a lot of people, this is their first job. Like for me, this is just a side job for extra money to get me out the house. But for some people, it really is like their job, and they could have those slots that you just decide not to go to. So be courteous, and if you're not going to attend your shift, release it. But I would say don't do that often. They don't say anything about it on the website or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure if you're releasing stuff all the time, you're picking up shifts and not completing or going through with your shifts, I'm sure that has an effect on if they will deactivate your account or not. So I would be very wary about that. uniforms. So there isn't a uniform that you have to wear. I normally just wear like a nice shirt, have my hair up, and wear some jeans and some nice shoes, some tennis shoes or my UGG boots. Don't judge me. But I do not have a DoorDash shirt. But the other Dashers that I see out there, they don't have one either. So I don't think that is truly mandatory. I just think that you have to have your DoorDash bag and your Delight card and then your app. I haven't had any experiences where I've gone into the restaurant or anywhere else and they have denied me because I don't have a DoorDash shirt. I do see that on other videos some people buy the shirt. I believe it could be like $8, but I feel like if you don't need it and you are dressed appropriately, you're not spilling, if you're a woman, you're not spilling out your shirt or anything like that, just, you know, professional, you shouldn't really need it. So right now it's 11:13. My shift starts at 12:30, so when it starts we'll be on the road. Okay, so right now it is 12:26 and my schedule starts at 12:30, so I'm going to go ahead and start dashing. It's allowing me to start a little bit early, so I'm going to hit my start dashing and it's going to ask me a couple questions. Did I charge my phone? Is there enough gas? Do I have my red card? Do I have my hot bag and space blankets? Well, I have my hot bag right here. They didn't provide me with the space blankets, so I'm just going to check yes to everything and then I'm going to hit start dashing. Okay, so once you first log in, the app gives you some hot spots that you should see. And on my app here, it tells me I should go near Buffalo Wild Wings in Lansdowne Commons, and there hopefully I'll get some orders to pick up. Alright guys, so I've been driving around for 21 minutes and I have yet to get an order yet. I don't know like how lunch is. I never like schedule hours during lunch shifts. I always do it after 5. So I normally do my scheduling between 5 and 9 or 6 and 9. So judging by this, in my area, lunchtime on a Sunday is not the best time to schedule a dash. So yeah, I am happy that I did this because I scheduled this shift last minute just to show you guys what it's like to dash. I only scheduled a 30-minute shifts. And this is the first time this has ever happened where I've had no orders. Normally when I log in around dinner time, within 2 minutes I have an order, and it's always just back to back to back. So this is a good thing that I've experienced this. It's a little bit different. I'm just driving around, but what can you do? So I didn't plan it, so I'm glad it's happened so you guys can see that. I guess sometimes you get orders and sometimes you just don't. But yeah, I will not be scheduling any more lunch shifts on Sundays. Hopefully the dinner shift goes a whole lot better, so I guess we'll see. My lunch shift is over and I just went ahead and decided to give you some tips that might help you on your dashing way, right? So I guess the first tip would be communicate with the customer. If you get to a restaurant and their order isn't ready, let them know. Like text them and say, you know, I'm here at the restaurant, I'm just waiting for your order to be ready and then I'll be on my way. Even though the Dash app lets them know when you arrive at the restaurant and when you're on the way, you're letting them know why it's taking so long. You say you're just waiting for them to pack their meal, you're waiting for them to finish their specialty drink, anything. Let's just be in complete communication with the customer so that they know what's going on, and that will help your rating a ton. So tip number 2. So as a courtesy, make sure that you put utensils in their bag. Make sure you give them napkins. If they order a drink, put the straw in their bag. Just, you know, things that you think that you would want when you order something and you want it delivered to you. Tip number 3, check their order. Check their order. I would check it prior to actually going into the restaurant. So when you pull up, check the order so that you've scanned over it, so you kind of know what they ordered. When you get into the restaurant, check it again. Make sure that all of their items are in the bag, or make sure that their drink is with you as well, because I've gone into a couple restaurants and the member has ordered drinks for themselves or kid drinks, and it's like they don't want to give you the drink for the customer. Like, yo, why are you forgetting the drink? So yeah, make sure that you go over the order prior to entering into the restaurant. Make sure you go over it again when you're in the restaurant, and then double check when you get in your car that you have everything. I would say that when you're first starting out, I would say to dash in the area that you're really comfortable in, like that you know down packed, because sometimes the GPS will have you going in circles and you just like, I don't know where I am. So yeah, that's my number one tip. I made that mistake and I dashed in an area that I wasn't really familiar with, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, where am I at? It was a lesson learned, but yes, I was being a little money hungry, and that area offered a bigger bonus, and it was just like, oh my gosh, where am I at? So yeah, take that tip. Be kind. Like when you deliver your items, laugh and joke around. Let them know that you added certain things to their bag. You can say, here you go, I added some extra utensils to your bag, or I add napkins, or I put some mints in your bag, or I made sure everything was there. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy your meal, and you know, just be nice, smile. Make sure that you have a smile on your face the entire time. That is going to definitely help your customer ratings. And my last tip really isn't about the door dashing, but I would say make sure that you either eat before you start dashing, or that you have a snack with you. Make sure you have a drink with you. You're delivering food for people, and it makes you hungry. So if you're already full, or if you have a snack in the car waiting for you, when you get a little hungry, I mean, it just makes a world of difference. You don't want to be hangry, okay? While you're delivering other people's food. And you don't want to stop. You don't want to put your dash on pause and stop at a convenience store and get a whole lot of junk food. No, we want, even though we're sitting down, we want to have summer bodies in the winter time, right? Yes, just me. Yes, I do. So that is it for my tips right now. My dinner shift starts at 3. I think it's from 3 to 7:30, and hopefully you guys will see some really good dashing. See you then. Okay, so round 2 for my second shift. This is for 3 to 7:30, not a long shift at all. It's 2:59, so I'm going to log in. So when you log in, you're gonna hit start dashing. It's gonna ask you, make sure you're ready for your dash. Is your phone charged? Is there enough gas? Do you have your red card? Do you have your hot bag and space blankets? I didn't get a space blanket in my package, so I do have my hot bag though. And then I'm gonna say start dashing, and that's it. So now I'm just gonna wait for my first order to come up, and let's see how this goes. I am by a hotspot. I'm actually across the street from one of the hotspots. It's over here by Cheesecake Factory, so hopefully something comes up. And actually, as I said it, something just came up, and it's for IHOP. Let's see if I can. Okay, so this is for IHOP. I must deliver it to the person by 3:35, and I'm getting guaranteed $7.68. So I'm going to accept it, and then I'm going to drive to IHOP. So let's go on the road. Okay, so now that I'm here, I'm going to slide after arrival, and it says, oh, it says no need to pay. So I have to pick up the big steak omelets, and okay, now shall we return. Okay, so I just picked up their food, and All I gotta do is check that everything is in the bag, which I checked, and then slide after pickup. And I'll confirm. Drink side utensils, yep, confirm. And now I'm going to go to drop off the food. Okay, so that delivery is over. I'm going to slide after delivery. I'm going to say it's a good delivery because the merchant was okay. And then that is it. Then we go on to the next delivery. And I guess my camera is actually about to die. So I'm going to talk to you when my night is over to tell you how much I made. So I will see you then. Alright guys, so I just got home, and with my shifts, my 3.5 hour shift, I made $58.11. So $58.11 divided by 3.5 is around $16, $16.60. And so that's not bad at all. For 3 hours, that's not bad at all. And that's without the bonuses. So if I would have had bonuses, if they would have had bonuses in Virginia Beach in my area, it would have been a lot more. I did 7 deliveries. And like I said, when they do bonuses, it can be $1 extra to up to $5 or $6 extra from what I've seen. I know in other areas, their bonuses are a little bit higher than that, but just imagine. Yeah, so I know this video will probably be a little lengthy. I apologize for that, but I hope you guys learned something. I hope I answered any questions that you may have had. If you do have any additional questions, let me know and I'll be happy to answer. So I did get a delivery today that I haven't had before, and it said drive SOF, and I assumed it meant signature on file. And I still don't know what it means, but the delivery was virtually the same. The only thing that was different is that they gave me their number in the description or the details, and the items were not listed for me to see. So I really, honestly, I just picked up the order and took it to them, and they said that the order was correct. So okay, next time I'll probably text the customer and ask them what their order was, just to make sure that everything was in the bag. But that was my first time getting that type of order. I did Google it and stuff like that, and nobody seemed to know what it meant either. So yeah. So one thing I did forget to tell you guys earlier, and a lot of people might have questions about, is if you see here on the map, there you go, some areas are pink and some areas are gray. So if you go into the app, there's a section where it'll tell you what it means, and I'll just put it up right around here so you can see, and you don't have to see the glare on my phone. It says available deliveries. This is real-time heat map that shows how many deliveries are available in each area. So the gray means that it's full. The light pink is some, a little bit red, a little bit darker pink is many, and it looks almost kind of reddish. That means it's a lot of deliveries and they need you. So, and just like that, the pink went away. So someone must have picked that shift up. So yeah, so that's what that means. So if you have any additional questions about DoorDash, or if I like it, or just any random things, you can go ahead and leave those comments below, and I will be more than happy to answer all your questions. I really hope that this video wasn't too long, but it probably will be. So thank you. If you watched to the very end, thank you for sticking around with me. I really appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have, like I said, any questions or comments, leave it down in the description box below. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye. keep track of your mileage. You are using your car, where most of you are using your car. You want to be able to get a tax write-off for this. You are a independent contractor, so make sure that you're keeping track of how many miles you are driving per shift. That's going to help you at the end of the year when you file your taxes.